because it's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 23 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ben Gideon coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Here we go now. Back nine, Philly. Here we go. Back nine, Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. Boom, 90.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. first down. It's Lynch. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. On second down, here's Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Good throw there to start this second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick six. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Set. 3-19. Back into that Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
And now Lynch. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
All right, here we go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Boom. Watch it now, Barney.
Lynch here off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From midfield now, here's Lynch. And he's able to find Diggs. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How many times do we hear from coaches, get north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
All right, here we go. Now, Barney.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Over. All right, now, look at 56. Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Blue landed.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more? And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over. Here we go. Gone. Hurry up. Detroit.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Lynch. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. As they run left side. He's to the 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again here, Lynch. It's caught on the right side, Williams. So 1:56 to play in this 1st half. More from Minneapolis after this. Second down now after the pass completion. To throw again is Lynch. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
And
now here's a carry heading left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Lynch looking to throw on second. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. O.J. Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And it's 17-7. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now they try the right side here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Lynch on first down. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no thought to bring this. Out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Lynch. Left side caught by Diggs. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
off as they run the counter play. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Leopard!
Throwing, Lynch. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lynch. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Green with a catch left side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. The Bills, they are just continuing to pour it on. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Over! Here we go. Boom, Detroit! Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 65 yards. In the red zone this time. They run the counter now on first down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They're going to look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On play action, they'll throw. forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He turned that into a nice game. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
We got 3. Let's go.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll go with a keeper. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. Now McManus for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Leopard! Detroit! Set! Green 39!
On first down, it's Lynch. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Good! Here we go!
Now they try the right side here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Lynch. And in Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. DeMarcus Walker in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Lets it fly for Thielen. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Swayze Waters now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Carry heading left. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Seven yards to go on second down. Play clock winding down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. The Broncos send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Now a handoff as they run left side. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Lynch. And that is incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for a touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. On 1st down, Lynch. And Diggs has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw is Lynch. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency. And
this will be caught at the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Lynch. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now Lynch. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff looking right. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. No problem for the Steelers. They have opened that lead up a bit further. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock ticking as Lynch hurries his guys to the line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Vikings on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again here, Lynch. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
One last shot for Lynch. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.